Most people who want to become travel creators never even start, and it's not because they don't have good ideas, it's not because they don't have a camera, but because they believe in one lie. And that lie is that you need to travel full-time to become a travel creator. And that belief stops a lot of people from even posting their first video because they think you need expensive trips to 5-star hotels, flights across the world in business class, and a passport full of stamps before they can even start sharing travel content. But the truth is, that's not how most successful travel creators actually begin. If you guys are new here, hi, I'm Steven. I'm one half of the Lover's Passport and the creators of the Creator Passport. We've been able to work with over 250 brands and travel for the past 6 years as full-time travel creators. And we want to give you our insight into how to start growing on social media. So if you guys want to learn how to grow and how to start monetizing, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss any upcoming videos. Now, with that, let's go ahead and jump in. Here's the part most people don't realize. Today, it might look like we're flying to a new country every other week, but that's not at all how we started. In fact, when we first started growing our account, we weren't traveling internationally at all. We were just becoming the go-to travel creators for our local area. Later in this video, I'm gonna show you the exact 3-month roadmap we would follow if we had to start over from zero today. But first, I wanna show you how we actually grew in the beginning. Back then, Giselle and I were just creating content around California. Think local hikes, sunrise and sunset spots, weekend road trips, national parks. We would go out on Saturday and Sunday, film a bunch of content, and share it with other couples who wanted to explore places near them. I still remember one morning when we woke up at around 4 a.m. just to hike to a sunrise viewpoint near our house. That single hike ended up turning into 5 different videos, and those videos brought in hundreds of new followers. It wasn't anything fancy. It wasn't an international trip to a beautiful country. It was just a beautiful place near where we live. And because we kept doing that every weekend, we eventually hit our first 10,000 followers. From there, between about 10,000 and 50,000 followers, we expanded our content to cover more of California. Instead of just Southern California, we started expanding to like Northern California. We visited every single national park in California. We focused on road trips, camping spots, and hidden places most people didn't know about. And honestly, that content was incredibly relatable. People could actually go and visit the places we were sharing. So if I had to start completely over today, this is the exact framework that I would personally follow. I call this the local creator roadmap. Keep it super simple. And this is the strategy that allowed us to grow our first audience. Step number 1 is to start with your passions. Grab a piece of paper right now and write down the things you genuinely love doing. For us back then, it was hiking, road trips, sunrises and sunsets, national parks. Those interests became the foundation for our entire brand. And because when you create content around things you actually enjoy, consistency becomes a lot easier. Step 2 is to map out your local opportunities. Think about all the places near you that you could create content around. Your town, nearby hikes, local parks, coffee shops, road trips within 1 hour, or maybe even within 3 hours, which was our personal limit. Your goal isn't to show the entire world. Your goal is to become the best local guide for your area. And step number 3 is to create a simple content schedule. What I recommend is planning 2 weekends each month specifically for filming content. These are your, call them adventure weekends. You go out, explore and capture as much content as you can. Then the other 2 weekends are focused more on improving your skills like editing, storytelling, trend research, organizing your footage, or honestly just simply taking time off so you don't burn out. A lot of travel creators quit early because they feel like they have to constantly be on the move. But the creators who grow the fastest are the ones who build systems. Step number 4 is to plan one bigger trip each quarter. And this doesn't have to be international. It could be a week-long road trip. Maybe it's a national park adventure, a seasonal trip. Like right now, spring wildflowers are going crazy in California, or fall foliage if maybe you live more on the East Coast. These bigger trips, they allow you to tell deeper stories and to create a ton of content that you can use throughout the entire year. And step number 5 is to double down on what works. Once you start building a library of content, patterns are going to start to appear. Maybe your audience loves your hiking content. Maybe they love your road trip content. Maybe they love the hidden gems near your city. This is where you start creating authority. Now you can make videos like the best 7-day road trip in California, or the most beautiful places in the state, hidden spots locals don't even know about. And that's when your account really starts to grow, because now you're not just posting content, you're becoming the expert for your entire region. Now, later in this video, I want to talk about how creators actually monetize this type of content. But first, I want to talk about a mistake we see a lot of new travel creators make. They think they need to travel consistently in order to grow. But when people try to travel full time right away, that's when we see them typically burn out. Traveling full time can be exhausting. It can be expensive, and it's actually much harder to create content consistently when you're constantly on the move. We actually talk about this in one of our podcast episodes with 2 of our students, Sagar and Ami. They were incredible, and they shared the real struggles of trying to grow while traveling constantly. And eventually they found a strategy that worked for them. If you want to hear that full conversation, all you have to do is scan the QR code right over here on the screen and go listen to that episode on the Creator Passport podcast. But now let's talk about monetization, because growing as a travel creator is great, but turning it into income is even better. That's why we created something called our monetization blueprint. It's completely free. If you're watching this video, it walks you through the exact ways that creators are making money on social media today. Brand deals, affiliate marketing, digital products, UGC content, and several other strategies beginners can start implementing. If you want access to that blueprint, all you have to do is scan the QR code right over here on the screen, and you can download it for free today. Now, I want to leave you with this. I'm not saying traveling full-time is bad. If you have the opportunity to travel constantly, that's amazing. I love that for you. I love it for me too. But what I don't want you to believe is that you need that in order to just start. Some of the fastest growing travel creators build their entire brand around a single region, a single city, or even a single type of experience. And once you become the authority for that place, the opportunities start to follow. So if you've been waiting to start because you think you need to travel more, this is just your friendly reminder that you don't. Start locally. That's exactly what we did. Get your reps in, build your skills, and grow from there. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a like and subscribe. And YouTube also thinks you're going to find value in this video right over here. So I hope to see you in that one.